Hi, this is Jerome. I'm sitting on top of Moro Rock. This is in Sequoia National Park, where all the huge trees are, but we're actually far above those trees at a subalpine height here. Moro is, I didn't look up the exact height, but it's around 10,000 feet elevation, and just another on top of the world vista up here that's just mind-blowing. But one of the things I'm really struck with up here is just how quiet it is, just how still things are. I don't know if you can hear really anything at all, aside from the occasional voice of another hiker. Mostly I just hear kind of the soft murmur of the wind up here. It's not real loud, but I can sort of hear it whistling through, occasional bird call. You know, there's something about getting still, and of course getting still on the top of a mountain is pretty awesome, but we can get still in any place in our lives. But it does take some intentionality because we live with an amazing amount of noise in our world, from the TVs that are constantly running to our cell phones that are constantly chirping, to all of the interactions in work, the noise of traffic. You know, I don't have to tell you, it's just an endless barrage, and then that's before you get to all the advertising and the people that are trying desperately to get our attention. So in our world, it's particularly true, but you know, it was true even back in King David's world. Psalm 131 is one of my favorites, where David says, "I've stilled and quieted my soul." And that's just what's really on my mind this morning as I think about how still and quiet it is up here. And you know, I wonder, what is it about stillness? What is it about silence that is so powerfully redemptive in our souls? I think that there is something recentering about it, something that takes us, kind of strips away the veneer of who we are, what we're doing, and why we're doing it, and just the ways we pretend to others and pretend to ourselves, the things we're trying to prove, the things we're striving to obtain, perhaps really good things, but in the quietness, it's just us and God. Just you and God. And maybe some of God's amazing creation that, you know, maybe it's just the garden in your backyard where that has that effect of stilling and quieting your soul, like I'm feeling right now. But wherever it is, I encourage you to go to that place, at least daily, and find that place where all the spinning, all the churning in your head or your soul kind of grinds to a stop, and you can just retune into God and God's love for you, your experience as the beloved of God. That's just unceasing. You know, that's a transforming reality. That alone, to live in your belovedness each day, is transformational. So I invite you, take a moment, be still.